are those that believe the perfect heist lies in the preparation.
When we are going to give you this game in 2014, 10 years will separate the last game and this one. And you know how it is, you know, it's, let's say you really like, you used to like a TV show when you were young, or a movie, you know, and it's a long time you have not seen it. It's, in your mind, it's just great, it's just perfect. This movie is just the best movie you have seen, you know. And when you see it again today, you realize that, okay, finally it's not exactly what I was, my souvenir was not exactly the same. It was just, in your mind, better, you know. So we have that type, we are in that type of situation. People are so, very often it's gray. It's not black or white when we talk about something, it's kind of gray. For Thief, I realized that very often it's really, the emotion is really high when we talk about this franchise. Some people are so in love with it that if we don't give them what they are expecting, it's going to be a big problem. So on our side, we had to, we did our homework, and we did make sure that, okay, what is Thief? Why it's so important for some people? So it's a part of the pressure we have now. It's just to make sure that, to convince you that I think we learned our lesson, and we're ready now to show you that, we hope, cross my fingers, but I think that we're making a good job to bring it back for today's player. Yeah.
Some say that it's all in the timing, seizing the right opportunity.
You can play it as your own rhythm, so if you want to take your time, just watch, listen, you know, some voyeurism, to hear some stuff that you should not. This is what you can do with this game, so this is what I really enjoy with the type of product, especially with Thief.
Others even say it's the ability to leave no trace behind, be a ghost.
We want to reinvent the franchise. So on our side, it's not a sequel, it's not a prequel, it's just we restarted from the beginning. So that's why, basically that's why it's Thief. So it's not really a link with other product in the company or stuff like that, it's our own decision. Yeah.
One of the things that also was part of it is that your objective is, unlike a lot of other competitive games, it's not about other people, it's about an objective or job. That's something that really, you know, made the narrative drive of the game much more important, so that you don't just, you know, assassinate some person, or you don't do some random thing you do. Your craft is to steal, and that's, you know, where everything just comes together.
For me, it's simple. It's a way of life.
It's just positive for us. I mean, we can see that Thief has been a very big inspiration for Dishonored. They did a very, very good job. Also, it proved that that type of game, that type of gameplay, a lot of players are still in love with that. They are still, they want more. So for us, it's the timing is just perfect. At the same time, and Daniel will can jump into the conversation. Yes, there is a lot of similarities between what we are going to give you in Dishonored, but at the same time, there is a big difference. And the difference is?
Well, so as I just mentioned, a big part of it is the mandate of the player. Where we want to stick to the old Thief franchise, which is you're about to steal things. They also chose a very more arcade version of, you know, the game mechanics in terms of the mana and the health system. But we want to go more mystical and more realistic in terms of having that immersion of being a thief in a real place.
The next gen will give us all the flexibility to push the quality of the immersion, like the number of objects, the density, the number of people in the room, to make each location more realistic than it used to be in the other generation. The goal is to make sure that when you're going to play, you will be able almost to smell the city, you know, to feel the texture, and that's it. So the next gen is really useful for us for that. It's really not a question of pushing more polygons. It's really more a question of immersion, to make sure that you're going to believe where you are in the city.